Okay, we're on our way to the gym. It's a little bit on the cloudier side, but it's not too bad. It's kind of actually opening up a little bit, so it's a little bit more sunny. This whole morning it's been super cloudy, and then on my morning walk this morning, the mist caught me, and I was walking up, I guess, a little bit on some misty weather, so I kind of got to the house a little wet. It kind of caught me on my last 20 minutes of my walk, which was a little bit unfortunate because I had to keep my head down the whole time. Because if I kept looking forward, all the like the all the mist would go on my face, and then I can't see anything. So I kind of have to keep my head down throughout the whole walk, which was not which was not ideal. But it also felt kind of nice because the it wasn't raining like too crazy. Sometimes the rain can get a little bit annoying, mostly when you're too wet. But I think a nice little mist wasn't too bad. Now I do hate getting caught in the rain when it's when I don't want to, and I get soaking wet. I think that's when I for sure don't enjoy it too much. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but enough of that morning walk. Let's talk about the gym. Today we are what are we doing today? We're doing chest, we're doing triceps, and we're doing hamstrings. Now, for chest, I'm thinking we're going to be sticking to the same routine that we've kind of already set up, which was two sets. I'm going to just put them, I don't know why the hell I put two with like this. It's crazy. Two sets of Smith machine and then two sets of that play loaded press that we kind of been wanting to get better at. And I think we have been getting better at it because I've been asking Jasmine to kind of take a look at my form and everything. And even when she's not there to spot me or anything, I look back and our shoulder is getting better. So we're making some progress there, which is good. Now, we wouldn't really make any progress if we kind of just stayed away from the machine and everything. If we just we just stopped using it. But because it felt really good that first time I used it, even though my shoulder was kind of weird, I was like, nah, I gotta use this one. So that's why we're getting better at it, and it's been pretty good. So we're gonna do two sets of those, and I think we're gonna either do two sets of those flies with that isolation machine that they have, or we end up doing some what is it called? Some flies, but with the cable stack. I think that'll be pretty good. I think one of those should be just fine. It just kind of depends on what's available because sometimes some machines are taken, so we have to pivot into other ones, which is not too bad. It is not too bad. Thank God that this gym, every single machine is pretty fire. The only one I think is a little bit questionable because I don't know if it's just if it's TikTok or whatever, but they say that the V squat is not a good squat specifically for your quad. So I don't know. I saw that on TikTok or I think Instagram Shorts or whatever, and I or Reels, and I was like, man, I'm not using the V squat. I'm not. It's because like the way it's loaded, I knew it wasn't weird. I know it wasn't just me. I was like, man, this thing's loaded kind of weird. Even when you sit down, it feels like it takes some tension off. Even though when we used it kind of like facing forward, it was pretty good. But I think there's better options for me in particular, like the hack squat and the Smith machine. I think those are a little bit better. Now the V squat isn't bad. I feel like you can get some good work in because we got a good pump last time. It's just not the way it's loaded is not too ideal. And then we're gonna move over to some triceps. I'm thinking we're just gonna start off with maybe we'll just start off with some single arm. Maybe start off with one or two sets of single arm cross bodies, and then we move over to some push downs. Now I'm thinking of doing some push downs with maybe some cable not cable attachments, but the some type of grip, so that way I can kind of push them in this way and try it that way. Sorry, I shouldn't be leaving my hands off the wheel. That was probably wasn't too smart of me, but I'll show you. I'll show you guys what I mean once I get to the gym what I'm talking about because it's not that wasn't smart of me. Anyways, we're gonna be trying out kind of like a different variation of the tricep just because I want to see how it feels. And I saw someone do it on a video, and I was like, man, let me try it because it looks kind of cool. I think I can get a good pump. So we're gonna be trying a different little variation today. See how that goes. Instead of doing the push down now, we're still gonna be keeping the overhead because we can't get rid of that. That one's pretty good. The overhead also feels pretty nice, so we're gonna stick to that one. Two sets, maybe three. It just kind of depends on the order because you guys already know. Sometimes I feel like Sometimes I feel like doing an extra little set of one or doing one less. It just depends on what it is. Now, I think overall, what you should be aiming for is at least a solid 6 to 8 sets total in that session. Now, most people sometimes be asking, man, how do you know how many sets and things like that when it comes to your week? Think about it this way and break it down this way. You want to get to be optimal, you want to get around 10 to 20 sets per week. Now, it just kind of depends on how you want to break that down. And that's why there's also a bit of a range. We're not so that's why there's a 10 to 20. So let's say for example on your first session on Monday, let's say us we're hitting we're hitting quads. We're hitting maybe 7 sets, no, 6 to maybe 7 sets of quads. And then on the next one, we do around the same. And so that leaves us around maybe 14. Sometimes it'll be 16, sometimes it'll be 15, but we always stay around the 10 to 20 sets per week. And that has been, I'm not gonna lie, that's been doing wonders. So if you're a little bit confused on how many sets to do per week, and that way you're not doing too much fluff work or whatever, I would stay to the 10 to all the way to the 20. Now that kind of also depends on how fast your body recovers, because some people their body's not going to recover on time, so they have to kind of move things around. So that's why some people might get a little bit less sets, but still you don't get the benefits, or some people might need a little bit more sets and they'll still get the same benefits. So that's just kind of a way to take a look at it. You want to stick around that. You want to stick around that 10 to 20 range. I think that's pretty good. Now, once you kind of start getting into the below the 9, I don't feel like you'll be doing enough stimulus for your muscle group that week, just because it's I don't know. I feel like for sure the 10 mark is at least the minimum that I would go for, just to make sure that you're being as optimal as possible. Now, man, I was also telling you guys a little bit yesterday about the camera falling. It seems like the camera's fine. We're gonna be testing it out today, see if there's anything wrong with it. But it seems like the camera's fine. The only thing that thankfully broke the fall, it seems like, is the camera lens cover. It kind of like goes over it. So I think that's what broke the fall on the way down. And so I think it's fine because we ended up testing it out for our pose down yesterday, and things were looking good. So we're gonna be testing it out today. Hopefully it doesn't play around with us. But man, shout out to fucking Sony and the Sony ZV-E10. How the hell is this thing so durable, man? You guys should have seen the fucking fall. I can't believe that shit did not break. I'm not kidding. I heard the smack and I almost can't believe it didn't break, but it's still together. I'm like, what the hell? So shout out to Sony, man. They be making some cameras that are fucking durable as hell. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Maybe also because the ground wasn't completely concrete or anything like that. It was more on the back. You know when they put that little bouncy material in some gyms where the floor isn't in particular, like, I wouldn't call it carpet or anything like that or specific flooring. It's more like a bouncy or something that you found like at a playground. And so they usually have that. So I think that also kind of helped it a little bit. So I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't think we have to replace the lens or the camera body itself. So I think we're set. Thank you. Thank you. So it looks like we're good to go. Okay. Now, let's switch over to the gym. I am going to take my pre-workout. Unfortunately, I still have it in here. Okay, look, what else did I need to buy from Amazon that I was forgetting that I need to get? I need to get something else from Amazon today that I forgot, but I'm forgetting about it right now. So I'm gonna remember maybe on the way to the gym. I mean, at the gym or maybe after. We'll see. But maybe I'll buy a shaker bottle for this time. So I'll show you guys which one. You know what? To make sure I do it, I'm gonna tell you guys. I am gonna order this one right here because I'm gonna order it today. So that way we have a shaker bottle. So I'll show you guys which ones we got. And then yeah, so I think now we're not gonna be using these Ziploc bags anymore. We're finally going to move over to a nice little bottle that we used to have bottles, but then I sometimes get lazy to wash them and then they get ruined. You know when you and we also don't know where they are. So either okay, so I've had so many bottles in the past, man. The only reason that the thing that happens to them is maybe two to three things. One, I forget that there's protein in there, and then it stinks hella bad, and then you can't use that bottle no more. So you kind of have to toss it. Or second, we lose it. We just completely lose it, and we just don't know where they go. So it's usually either one of those two. And so I think it's also because a lot of the balls are made out of plastic, and I don't know, plastic isn't the most ideal like little thing because it gets scratched, and I feel like hella bacteria can go in there. So I feel like for like bottles and stuff like that, it can be a little bit questionable, but kind of is what it is. I kind of prefer the steel ones because I feel like those are a little bit more cleaner, and they're a little bit easier to clean as well, which is nice. Which is nice. Anyways, I did say I was gonna end this card talk, so let's end the card talk because I also have to take the pre. We're taking it a bit late, so let's take the pre workout. We got lucky. This bad boy was already set up, so we're gonna see it for a total of maybe two. And then I'm thinking if the isolation machine isn't taken, we'll use that. Or worst case scenario, we'll use a cable stack. I think either one should be fine. I kind of got a bit of a feeler rep or feeler set just to set things up. So let's have 45. I think our top is gonna be maybe 45 with 10. We'll see how that goes. Still don't know yet. Now, one of the reasons we don't like these in particular is because the angle to also kind of grab them is a little bit awkward. It doesn't have handles, so it can get pretty tricky. Okay, let's make 45 feels, and then we'll go from there. Nice. That feels pretty good. Now, I'm gonna let Jackson right off the line. I told you guys that with this particular Smith machine, it feels really light for legs, but when it comes to chest, it's fucking hard as hell for me. So we've been having to move down. Originally, we're doing 45 and 25 at fitness and set. We had to drop down quite a bit, which was now 45 and 10. Now, it should be kind of around the same. The only difference is that the resistance may be a little bit different, or maybe this one in particular has a little bit more weight to it. But let's start this one off. Let's try to go maybe 6, maybe 8. I have no idea, to be honest, just because I don't know how we're feeling today. I'm going to be honest. Actually, I like being seated a little bit higher. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I did not fucking count, so I'll put the number that we did right here once I look at the footage. But that was really good. It feels better than last time. We're making some steady progress with this apple. Anyways, peace, Jasmine. I'll see you guys for the second set. For the second set, we ended up moving down to 7.5s with a 45 on each side, just to make sure we're getting maybe a solid, I would say, maybe 7, maybe 8 solid ones. I think that'll be pretty good. Now after this, we'll move over to either some flies or we end up doing that the isolation press that we like. It just kind of depends. Now the parking lot looked pretty full, but for some reason it's actually pretty empty in here. We almost thought, damn, we're about to catch a packed gym for the first time because it's usually pretty quiet and empty here, but it ended up being the same. Super quiet, which is nice. But I think there's maybe a class later because they'll be having classes. I don't know how. I don't know what the schedule is because I don't take them. But when they have classes, they have some music going and stuff, and shit looks pretty lit. Looks pretty fucking dope. But man, they cost a good amount of money, and I don't know if I'm ready to drop that for a class. Okay. Let's try to get 8. I think I'll be good. That's actually pretty good. I was solid. Jasmine helped us on the last one. Feel pretty good. Okay. Let's, let's, let's let Jasmine go. And then we'll move on to our next one. We're done with this bad boy. Okay. We're gonna do some presses with the cable stack. Now I haven't done it with this particular cable stack, so we're gonna play around with the weight and see what we need to do just because I don't want to get hurt and I also want to get a bunch of reps if I go too light. So just play around with it a little bit and then I think we're just gonna stay here and just do flies too. So we'll see. Let's see what this was first. I'll do it. So fine. Yeah. All right, we're gonna stick to this, but we're gonna go up. I'm gonna let Jasmine try it out first to make sure she also likes it. And then we'll start. Okay. Now, I think for this set, we're gonna do 45 kg. Let me show you guys what the conversion is right here. We're gonna have Jasmine here to spot us too, which is nice. Let's hope that we get a good amount of reps. I'm hoping to get maybe at least a start 7, maybe 8. Worst case scenario, you guys already know we either pause set or we drop set. So either way, it's fine. All right, Jasmine made it back. Let's.
How are you gonna do this?
Make sure. That was good. We're gonna do one more just like that. Okay, let's do our second set after this. I either stay here, we do some flies, or we move to the other cable side. It just kind of depends. I think we might just stay here just because we already have this set up. So I think we're gonna do some flies here after this. I completely forgot what weight I was doing just before. Do you know what I was doing before that? Was it 45 kg? Or was it, well, do you remember what I was doing before this? Okay, we're doing 45. So I think we're gonna stick to maybe 40 for this one. See how that goes. Let's do it. Let's try to get maybe 8, maybe 9. See how it goes.
I'll tell you.
Let's move it to some flies now. That was good. We moved the cables just a notch or two. We're originally at the 9 mark, I think. So we ended up moving up to the 15. So that way we can do some flies now. The way I'm gonna do it, just kind of do it this way and try to get a good stretch and then just bring it in. So let's do that for 2 sets and then we're fucking done with chest. So it kind of been going by pretty fast. I was just saying, Jasmine, how this fucking setup is like the best setup I've ever had. This bench here, man, it feels so stable with the little feet placement here because I can really stabilize. And I feel like the bench is not too thin where one of my lats is kind of coming off and then I can sometimes be a little bit lopsided. With this one, I feel like I can really settle in, which is good. Okay, let's do this one. I don't know what to expect now with flies. Those for sure are way fucking harder than presses. So I think we're gonna for sure go down from the 40 to 45 kg we're originally doing for the last ones. Let's do some 20s. Or maybe some 15s. I'm not even lying. All right, let's do it. That looks straight. Oh, just okay. Last set. Giving you guys a bit of a closer view. Let's hit this one for one more now. We did 20 kg on the last one, huh? Yeah, we did 20 kg. So let's do 15 with the 2.5, just so we can get a little bit more reps on the second one, or at least try to match it. So let's do that real quick. I'll be right back. All right, let's do this one. Okay, that's it. I typically do a warm up, but I don't think we're gonna do one today. I am gonna go grab the one I was telling you guys about. So let's go grab the handles over there and set that up. I'll be right back. We're gonna maybe use this one for our overheads though. So we're not done with this bar just yet. What I do want to try is gonna be these bad boys right here. All I'm gonna do, just set them up here, like you usually do. What I'm gonna do is just grab them here and just bring it all the way up, and then just push down. That's what we're gonna do. I saw someone doing it. I want to try it out, just to switch things up. No particular reason really. I think you get the same benefits if you were to do a regular push down. I don't think it matters. Just pick something you like. Let's do 30 kg. See how that feels. Now, I don't know what it's gonna be like or what it's gonna feel like. We might go up, we might go down. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go on. Let's try. Let's try 45 real quick now. Now, I'm also gonna kind of take a look at the form right now after this one, just to make sure that looks good, because I can't really see myself, and I'm not as my vision isn't as great either to see myself from all the way over there. Let's move down a little bit. That was good. It's a good form. But I think we're gonna stick to this one. Doesn't feel too bad. Now, I think we're just gonna do two of these though, and then we're gonna move over to maybe one push down. Or just I need to make up my mind. I feel like since I can be all over the place, but let's stick to three of these. Just because we don't really do these, let's stick to three, and then we'll do one crossbody, and then we'll do some overhead. I think I'll be fine. Now for the second one, let's do 40 kg. Let's try to get at least a solid six, maybe seven. Worst case scenario, you guys already know, drop set or pause set, so it should be fine. All right, let's put some music. Actually, I think I just been raw dogging this whole workout today. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna listen to cough syrup. Oh no, look, he's stuck here. It was a drop set. That was good. Now, I think for the third one, we're gonna drop down to maybe 35. I think that'll be good. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do our third one now. We're gonna do 35 and see how that feels, and then I'll switch over to some cross bodies. Man, this one feeling pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Just think so. You guys already know. He likes to play around with us. Yeah. That's it. Let's do our crossbody. We're gonna do one set now. After this, we're gonna do some overhead. So we're just gonna do this one for one set. We're gonna start with our left. I'll just mess my bar with it. Then put some music up before I feel it. All right. Let's do it. Get this one right. We're gonna have to fucking pause like that a little bit for our right. Now that sometimes happens when I'll take maybe like a 15, 20-second break in between. Man, my stamina just goes down so much. But usually if that happens, take yourself maybe a 30-second break. If you're doing one hand at a time, just to make sure you get the same reps and don't replicate what I do, where I have to take a quick pause. It's probably better if you just do it all in one. Let's do some more breads. I'm hoping I get a solid 5, maybe 6. Shit, if we get 7, I'll be even more happy. But you know, sometimes we don't get what we want, unfortunately. Let's see. We're gonna tell his neighbors, J. Cole. Let's go down a little bit. A little part of the cable keeps trying to take off my hat. Wasn't too bad. One more just like that. We're finally fucking done with triceps after this one. Let's do one more now. Fucking 40 feels so fucking heavy, so I think we're gonna do 35. I think that'll be pretty good. Now, worst case scenario, I drop set or I pause set, just kind of depends. But Today's turned out to be a good ass fucking chest day, good ass tricep day. So we need to have fucking more of these, to be honest. See how the last one goes. Do quick drops. Okay. We're done with the hard part. Let's go do some hamstrings now. Okay. Let's go ahead and do hamstrings now. Don't be like me, warm up, but I'm just gonna go straight for it. Let's uh let's do 127. I think I'll be pretty good. Now if you guys haven't seen me look a little stiff, it's because my fucking neck has been hurting in my trap. And every time I turn this way, it hurts a fucking bunch and it's just been hella hard to kind of move around a little bit or even look around. So you guys might see me a little bit stiff for the next few days. Okay, let's do this. I'm just gonna record the first one and then I'll see you guys for some RDLs up next. Okay. We're pausing that for 15 seconds. Now we're hitting it for maybe 2 to 3 more. Man, I'm gassed. I'm not even gonna lie. Energy levels are fucking tanked. Ah, one. Okay. Fuck. That's it for this one. I'm gonna do 2 more. I'll see you guys for some RDLs up next. It's pretty busy at the gym right now, so we're gonna pick this little corner right here and just do 2 sets of RDLs. Thankfully, we're almost done, so it's not too bad. Let's take out the vertebrates. Let's do some 90s. See how that goes. I'm gonna go grab that. I'll be right back. Let's run this little corner right here. One more just like that. Now, I'm not gonna record this one though. I'll see you guys for the pose now. Let's do it. Okay, we found a little quarter here. Let's see what kind of damage we did now. Let's go ahead and do this real quick because there's a class happening. And they're about to start playing some bangers, and now I don't want my video getting copyrighted, to be honest. So let's see what kind of damage we did. Today was one of our best chest days that I think we've ever had. Everything felt pretty good. I felt pretty strong. I think it's pretty nice today. Hopefully we can have those days more often for every single body group, honestly. All right. Let's see how things are looking. Take a look at the bags. Okay. I think that's fucking enough. Let's take one more look at our back and let's finish off this session, man. I'm fucking tired. And my stomach is growling, so I can't wait to get home and eat. Okay, that's it. Let's go home. Tomorrow we have back. We have shoulders now. I'm anticipating the isolation machine that we like. So I'm pretty excited now. If that one's taken, I think we're gonna do some assisted pull-ups, which should be pretty good. So we're doing back, we're doing shoulders, and honestly, that's it. We're done with the first half of the week. This week on Friday, we're getting our braces off. So we're in for a good one this week. This week is really eventful, is what I mean. Okay. Now, you guys should already know by now. Don't skip your cardio. Be consistent. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.